I'm back. I've been getting a lot of messages since my video. Let's have a question and answer video, sweet ones. Let's just engage here in this video. As many of you are going through the same things. So let's address it here together. And let's do this together. Because I missed some comments by the time that I disconnected from the last video. There were some comments. Okay. 3 of the messages of like the 30 I just got are explain the solstice. The solstice is a huge gateway, sweet ones. I liken it to the separation of worlds, if you will. The separation of the 3D from the 5D. Frequencies, if you will. The timeline collapsing, convergence. Many of us use different ways of describing it. This solstice is everything that you have worked towards on your journeys, especially the past 4 or 5 years. Is there more to it after the solstice? Absolutely, but this solstice is a huge, huge gateway. It's leading you into paradise, if you will, for those who have chosen to awaken and ascend with the planet. That's what this solstice is going to do. Michelle, just keep me updated on that, because I'm sitting right next to my Wi-Fi box and I'm out in the country, and it does get spotty, sweetheart. It really does. With this solstice comes the domino effect, if you will. Everything is going to continue, either for those who have chosen not to awaken and ascend, they will continue to spiral in the 3D frequencies, if you will. For those who have chosen to awaken and ascend, well, you've ascended. Yeah, Valerie, you're right. It is the energies. My energy alone drains my phone from a full battery to nothing in a very short time. Valerie, did that explain the solstice well enough for you, sweetheart? For Tracy, I don't know if Tracy's watching this, but Tracy, sweet ones, it is really helpful to understand that it is necessary to detach the emotional attachments that you have to your earth family. What do I mean by that? You cannot save them, sweet ones. If they have chosen to not ascend or awaken, you have to detach your emotions to that, to trying to save them, because you love them. They are your earth family. Now, please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. But as with all of your friends, as with all of your family members, all of those who have crossed your path, if you will, in this lifetime, that have been part of your journeys, it's the emotional attachments to all of it that you have been on your journeys releasing. All children will ascend, sweet ones. And but not all of your family members will. That is a very, I'm not even sure what word to use for it, heartfelt, discouraging aspect of this for the human, if you will. The humanness is being released. The humanness is the ego mind aspect. When you can release that, the more you release that, the more you come into your higher self. As the ego dissolves, as you balance the masculine and feminine energies within you, and you come into that sacred union within you, into that full harmonization between the masculine and feminine essences within. I'm not speaking without, I'm talking about within. You will find that your earth family will fall away, just like all that is not for your highest good, all those people that have already fallen away, or whichever it is. Just as it is with everything and everyone, your earth family played a role for you. They are not necessarily each in your earth families part of your soul monad or your soul families. Love them through it, sweet ones. Allow yourselves to detach from the feelings that you love them and that it breaks your heart that they are not awakening, that they choose to live in fear. Honor their free will choices, sweethearts. Honor their soul's free will choice to continue on their journey. And allow yourself to release that pain through love. Many of you are finding that those family members are seemingly draining you of your energy, that you are worn out from their projections. You're being presented with an opportunity, if you can observe those circumstances and those experiences, sweethearts. You are being presented with an opportunity to see where there is still you not standing in your power, giving your power away. How you doing, Jody? How you doing, sweethearts? Big hugs and blessings. So, it is the ego mind. And mind you, the ego is not your enemy, sweet ones. And if I make it sound like it is, forgive me. The ego serves its purposes. But there is a difference between the ego mind and the higher mind, if you will. That's right. Valerie says they got you where you needed to be at this point. Now it's time to respect yourself and give yourself and not allow their negativity to control you. Love them from afar. And really that is the answer. If they are draining you, if it's giving you an opportunity to stand in your power, sweet ones, to not give your power, not give your energy away. Give up your heart freely, sweet ones. Yet do not allow it to be taken. Because for the one who takes your heart, wields final power over you. Your journey has been about coming to master your own energy, your power. Your truth will not be your parents' truth. It's not going to be anybody else's truth but yours. That truth is as fluid as the emotional thoughts you carry. If you can, again, step back and observe what these experiences, whether it's with your earth family or otherwise, what they are triggering within you, the emotions. For another Tracy, it is, thank you, Ishta. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Alice. For her, she was describing it as, it really hurts my heart because I want their support. You know, I want them to believe in me. Yada, yada, yada. Again, sweet ones, these issues, those emotions that are being triggered are directly tied into abandonment and rejection. Now, if you can trace that abandonment and rejection back, almost every single being that has chosen to awaken and ascend, and even those who haven't, experience abandonment and rejection. It was a necessary experience, but a lot of it was tied into the fact that you abandoned yourself when you decided to incarnate. You abandoned and rejected yourself, your higher self, if you will, because you chose to veil yourself. You chose to separate you from the Creator, from your source. And there is a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, a lot of blame that the human aspect has to transform due to that guilt, that blame, that abandonment, and that rejection of themselves, if you will, because they abandoned themselves from their source, from their Creator, from their divine light, if in love, if you will. I hope that makes sense. Tracy says, my son is experiencing severe anxiety. Many are experiencing it. Tracy, I encourage you to assist your son with this anxiety. I encourage you to get some eucalyptus and some lavender essential oil. Eucalyptus is very soothing. And lavender is very calming, very centering. And if you put that here, for my grandson, when he would do that, I would put it right under his nose so he could smell it. Put it here, put it on your throat chakra. That will help assist. I also encourage you to, when your son gets anxious, and this goes for any of you, if any of you are experiencing anxiety, I really encourage you, go outside and sit on the grass and breathe. Breathe slowly in through your nose and exhale out through the mouth with a little bit of force when you exhale. Have your son focus on that breath. And just focus on that breath. And allow the energies of Gaia to really help anchor some of that, take some of that stress away and anchor it into the earth. Breathing is your absolute tool, if you will. There's many, many tools out there to help you, sweet ones. Breathing is your absolute. If you can allow yourselves to stop and to breathe and just focus on your breath, it will center you again. It will calm you and it will get you back to that space. To release, it's not what the physical presents, including with your earth families, sweethearts. Yes, they may be projecting out to you. You want to see how awakened and enlightened you are? Spend time with your earth family. Because they can trigger you more than anything. And they can show you spaces where you thought you had released and healed those, transformed those energies. They can show you where you haven't. Allow yourselves to observe what they are triggering rather than what they are saying, rather than what they are doing. Today is going to be an intense emotional day for many of you. Many of you are finding that some of these symptoms, that these light encoded filaments that have been coming in and bathing you, some of you will discover that in the past 24 hours you have gone through a lot of what I'm going to describe as cramping in your feet, in your ankles, in your legs. Some of you are going to find that you are not sleeping. In the past, for example, in the past 5 days, I don't think I have had 5 hours sleep. I went for 3 days without any sleep at all. I slept a little bit yesterday. My team knocked me out for a couple hours yesterday morning and a couple hours again yesterday afternoon. And I've been up ever since. I haven't been to bed again yet. You will find the more you anchor in these light encoded energies that are bathing you, the higher in frequency you go, the more you release. Your light body doesn't need much sleep. You can recharge in just a couple hours, if you will. I gotta grab my charger. My battery thing just came on. My phone was 100% when I started the first video, and now it's about dead. So pamper yourselves, sweethearts. Pamper yourselves through this. You know, draw, sing, dance, if that is what's going to help make you feel better. The memories and emotions that are triggered, allow yourselves to keep in mind that, again, these are ancient cellular memories being triggered through experiences around you. But they're being triggered not for you, for the adult you to react or attach to those experiences again, but for the adult you to pamper the little you within. And when you can look at it and observe it like that, when you are triggered, it's not, excuse me, it's not Big Tracy or Big Ellen that the Earth family and friends and yada 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 is projecting at, even though it's presented as that. The higher you raise your frequency, the more light you anchor into your physical vessel, the more what humanity terms darkness is drawn to light, like a moth is drawn to light. And that is where your mastery really comes in, regardless of who it is outside of you that is participating in the role playing for you to trigger you so you can release whatever is left that needs to be released. if you can allow yourself to not react and just allow yourselves when it's triggered to be present with what is being triggered. Many of you have already gone through this. A lot of what's being presented is really for those that have done and released this. Why is it being presented again? Giving you the opportunity to see if you're really truly ready to release that 3D aspect, that 3D timeline, that 3D grid, that 3D matrix. When you make a decision and say you're ready, universe, I'm ready, I'm done with this lesson, yada yada yada, you're going to be presented with another opportunity to test you to really see if you're ready. These solstice energies, again, some of this is just being presented for you to just say no more. I have no desire to participate in that experience. I choose love. I choose to rise. I choose to evolve. I choose to ascend. Don't engage in it. Don't participate in it. Tracy, I hope that answered your question. Any others who messaged me? Cordia asked me to do a star language transmission. Cordia, here you go. This will help harmonize some of these energies around you, sweet ones. It'll help neutralize some of them for you. And it's really just more of a comfort for each of you. Let me get centered here for a minute. Usakahi sakaina na isa daikapa. Inosaki sararika la isa na mama kika la kisi sakaba. Ulala isa ki isa na narika ba isa na mama. Love. Usisihin ka ba ika kahisa inosako. Usala ika isa na mama maika la kiti pa. Ulala isa kahisa na kabaika ba isa kana kabaki kaba. Iska baba baki isana kaba iska rarara baki kaba iska nana kai la la ki ga ba isana kaba isa la love ooh la la iska ina na mama ooh la la iska isa la la isa na mama ooh mama isa la la ika ka isa na maki la la ba Ukaisa kanini kaisa la la kaisa na na kaisa la isa pa ita. Love. Ooh la isa mama ika me isa na nika pa. Ina na isa na nika isa la isa da pa ika. Ooh love. Isa kaisa na mama mai la ika pa ita ba. Ina na isa ina na kaisa pa ika kita pa isa na. Love. I love you, sweethearts. Easter, yes, many legs were very restless. The feet, a lot is being recalibrated, rewired. Hold on a sec, hey, leave that cat alone. Come here now. Leave her babies alone. Midnight, Mama Cat has moved her babies out to the porch. She has 3 kittens, and the dogs are used to playing on the porch. And so every time the dogs go out there, Mama gets really protective and goes after the puppies. It's really, actually, it's cute, but the animals, sweet ones, your animals are going through the same thing. you will notice that they go through ascension symptoms too when these energies come in. Braveheart, the male cat, he gets real sick. He'll throw up. He'll get diarrhea until he integrates the energies, and then it takes him a couple days, and then he's okay. Tony, the little chihuahua, he sleeps all the time. That, or he's very, very needing attention. And Snoopy gets sick. Snoopy will get sick, and he'll lay there and just lay there. And he too will come up on my lap, or he'll jump up on the back of the chair and lay across my neck, and just needing to want to cuddle, if you will. If you observe your animals, you will see much similar experiences, if you will, is what you go through while you're integrating these energies that are coming in. When you can bless your experiences, sweet ones, and be grateful for it, even the rewiring in your feet, the rewiring in your legs, in the cramping. There's others that have been really feeling a lot of jaw pain in your bones, in your teeth, in your mouth. That's your expression, that's your voice. And a lot of energy that is held within the bone structure of your jaws, if you will. A lot of that has also been coming up to be released. A lot of discomfort in the jaw, in the throat area. These energies are very, very magical, sweet ones. And even if you are going through the experiences of these emotions, allow yourself to be grateful for them. Bless them. You do not have to participate in them anymore. You are as healed as you allow yourself to be. They're memories, sweet ones. That's all they are. They're energy that's just asking to be harmonized, to be loved. And when you can not react, when you can detach your emotions and not react from an emotional position, if you will, not allow your adult to react to the memories, but to comfort them, to nurture them, to love them. It'll be much graceful for you. Really allow yourselves to find the magic, sweet ones. And in the experience, and you will transcend it and transform it a lot easier and more graceful and quicker. If you are experiencing the cramping in your feet, in your ankles, in your legs, drink a glass of water when the cramping is going on, and you will find that will help it. That will assist in helping these energies flow through your vessels. You are not your vessel. You are not your mind. And when you allow yourselves to detach the identities to your vessels, to your mind, detach your identities to the world as you know it, you will find it's also much easier and graceful to let whatever is not for your highest good fall away. Anything that is not of love cannot harmonize with the fifth dimensional frequencies. And that is what is being released, especially today and through this solstice. this solstice is really going to be the dominoes falling, if you will. Again, I liken it to the separation of the worlds. For those who have chosen to continue on their soul's journey, those timelines will fall away from you. When we encourage you to not focus on the outside world, because the outside world is not your true world, if you will, your true reality. The higher you ascend, the more all that stuff falls away. The memories fall away once you have collapsed that timeline. Every time a memory comes up, sweet ones, it's a timeline you're collapsing. Much of you are doing it in your dream time. You're collapsing many timelines, and you have been. And when you can observe it as this is just a timeline that I need to return back to neutrality, back to harmonize it back to 0 point, rather than attach to the emotions, it's easier to release it. They're just timelines. Look at them, at the memories as the timelines that they are, and that you're collapsing them. Because you don't want to take those memories with you. You're at a 5D is a new earth. It's a new grid. It's a new matrix. It's a whole new. So, you know, you have chosen to awaken. You have chosen to ascend. Now really observe yourself and ask yourself, is this the experiences I want to take? Do I want to go forward in judgment? Do I really want to carry these beliefs forward with me? Do I really want to continue to see that separation? Do you really want the North separated from the South? Do you really want the West separated from the East? If that is what you want, if that is your beliefs, if that is what your mindset, then you're going to continue to stay in 3D. You're still going to continue to experience those timelines, those frequencies. Anything that is not of love cannot go forward to the 5D grid. Period. So if you still hold judgments, if you still see and participate and engage in those activities, that is what you're telling. You're the universe. You each are your own universe. And that is what you're creating for your so-called ultimate love story. Observe thyself. And that's what it's always been about. It's not that there is not chaos and turbulence happening around you. But that chaos and turbulence is a frequency. If you do not want to see that chaos and turbulence, allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself to embrace the clean slate you have been given. Choose to not engage. Find the magic, sweet ones. Find the pleasure in the pain. Your tragedy is always going to be your remedy. Because the tragedy, the memories of the tragedy, or the experience, or the emotions attached to it, is always what is being presented in the present moment. Anything you experience right now is already all past energy. And when you can allow yourself to observe it as such, it's easier to let it go and release it. And really, that's what this gateway is about. You either choose 3D, and your soul's already chosen, or you're going to choose 5D. And this gateway solstice this evening is going to propel you into one of those two worlds. Whatever your soul has chosen, because your soul has made its choice. There's no more riding the fence after this solstice, sweet ones. There's no more having one foot in both worlds. You've been the Rainbow Bridge. You have built that bridge, giving others the opportunity to cross the bridge if they choose. But it's not for you to stand on that bridge and pull people over. It's not for you to cross back across the bridge and push people across it. No. It was for you to build the bridge and for you to give every other the opportunity to cross that bridge. You built the bridge by being the bridge. And now you have to allow yourself to walk, to fully cross it and to not cross back into it. Cross back over. Everybody has made their soul's choice, which is for their soul's highest good. And you need to love that in every single one of them. Regardless of if they're projecting something out at you, regardless if you're projecting to them your judgment or what your mind belief, whatever it may be. But that's what this solstice is. It's a separating, converging, collapsing for those who have chosen to ascend. It's collapsing that 3D grid for them. Heaven is here. And as long as you focus on what your soul has chosen to arise, to evolve, to ascend, to awaken further, as long as you stay in your peaceful heart and you focus on that, you create that rather than continuing participating in the outside world, you will allow those lower frequencies to fall away. The more you heal within you and you collapse those timelines and those old frequencies, the more you heal the collective, sweet ones. So if you don't like what you're seeing out in the world, know that when you heal that within you and you neutralize and harmonize those energies within you, you're doing it for everyone. And that which you do not like to see in the outside world will fall away because it has been harmonized and healed. And because you are no longer in that timeline. And that's why we encourage you not to participate in the outside world, in that, engage in it in that manner, in a reactivatory manner. Forgive me. Love, 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 sweet ones. The masculine right now are still struggling with releasing the ego. Mind programming. And the feminine are dealing most, and I'm talking essences, I'm not talking necessarily embodiments, but it does apply to that too. But I'm talking the essences within each of you. There's still that this solstice will help bring harmonization and neutralization to that. Full balance in that. The Blu-rays, divine consorts, they have had it very intense these past few weeks. Because their next mission, they have to be fully balanced within here. Because they're coming into that physical union with their divine consort. Because that is part of their next mission. And those consorts that are in contact with each other, there is a power play, if you will, going on still within the masculine, if you will. And the feminine, you're finding that she's not taking it anymore. She's standing up and she's saying, look, we either do this together hand in hand, or, we're not going to do this. And that's within as well. That's the battle going, that you're harmonizing, especially the Blu-rays are harmonizing within themselves right now. That, because energetically, ethically, whatever label you want to give it, that union has already commenced. That union has already taken place. That sacred marriage, not only within each of the Blu-ray divine consorts, masculine and feminine essences, not only have they married and came into that sacred union within, now it's manifesting on the without, because that's their next missions. And that is the energy that the masculine is having to release right now. And the feminine, that's where she's standing and standing in her power, staying true to herself, and not allowing those energies of power over others, the masculine better than the feminine, superiority, all of that. And that is what the Blu-ray consorts are really intensely dealing with right now, because they are the rotten staff creator seeds, and when they do it within them, it filters down into those of you who have chosen to ascend and awaken. And so really allow this to take place. Faith, faith, faith. Trust in your love. There are no mistakes, sweet ones. Everything is being experienced for you, for your highest good. Even if the human aspect does not want to accept that. And really allow yourselves to just love each other through it. Forgiveness is key here. Forgive, forgive, forgive. And the only judgment day you experience, sweet ones, is you judging you. And when the veils come off, it hits you all at once. And that's what people refer to as Judgment Day. But really, you have Judgment Day every day. As long as you judge anything, that's your Judgment Day, because it always comes back to you. And any unfinished business you don't have, it'll always come back to you. And right now, that's a lot of what this is. This is ancient unfinished business. So allow the magic. Find the magic. Be grateful that you're given the opportunity to release this and to experience heaven on earth. Because this solstice is bringing you heaven on earth. It is propelling you. For those who have chosen to awaken and ascend, has propelled you. This is a huge shift. The planet is going through an octave shift. And anything that does not match that octave, that's what this solstice is, will not shift into the new octave. So allow yourselves to release. Be in love. Find the magic. And don't participate. Engage in it, because you've already released it. Many of you are just being shown, given an opportunity to really see if you are done with the 3D matrix. And today you will notice that a lot. The RV is rolling out. Humanity is being graced. Miracles are here. The new government, the Republic of the United States of America, is about to be announced publicly. So there is much occurring in favor of humanity, regardless if that's how it's being presented, sweet ones. Heaven is here. Grace has been bestowed, and so has mercy. If you allow yourselves to tune into it. The more you raise your frequency, the more you're going to go through this solstice, this new moon, and up to June 29th, when that 65th that 65th space of the Mayan ninth wave is going to present itself. And that is the unity consciousness frequency wave that you need to tap in, that needs to be tapped into to manifest oneness and unity consciousness. Unity consciousness cannot be manifested into the physical if you are not tapped into this ninth wave resonance, sweet ones. It does not matter all of the work that you do collectively, in your groups, in your meditations. It does not matter. If you are not tapping into that ninth wave resonance of the heart, you're not tapping into the frequency that is needed to manifest physically unity, consciousness, and oneness. And for those who need to research it, to validate what I'm saying, by all means, feel free. Or, for those that don't need that tangible proof, that they can go within and validate what I say through their spirit, I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to validate anything that I say or anybody else does. Because truth is fluid, sweet ones. The only absolute truth there is peace. All other truth is fluid, depending on your level of awareness and the frequency you hold within. Because the higher in frequency you go, what is true for you today will not be true for you tomorrow. What is true for you right now will not be true for you tonight, let alone tomorrow. You are not the same people you were. You are not the same being you were when you started your journeys. Therefore, your earth family is not the same beings that they were either, because your perception has changed. Your perception changes with every layer and level of frequency you allow yourself to rise to. Your perception is a tool, sweet ones. Use it. But just as you can use your perception to find everything that's wrong in the world and wrong in everybody else, you can use your perception to see the beauty and the magic just as easy. You choose in every given moment, sweet ones, to be prejudiced. You choose in every given moment to be judgmental. You choose in every given breath to see that in another. Because that is the mind programming that you have been enslaved under. To see something wrong rather than to see something good. All these beliefs, all these mindsets. The South is better than the North. The Northerners have no common sense. That's 3D ego mentality. If you see skin color, that's ego mentality. If you see something wrong in anything in the world outside of you, that's something you hold within. And you can choose in every given moment to release those false truths and those false beliefs and be the light and be the pillar of peace and be that fifth dimensional and higher being. Or you can choose to continue participating in your beliefs. Beliefs are untruths. Beliefs, be lie, break it down. Beliefs, be lie. It's a mindset. All beliefs and mindsets and opinions are judgments and prejudices within yourself. And none of those frequencies or those energies will be on the 5D grid. None of them. It is all love. There is no fear. There is none of those human egoic mind programs allowed. So if you still find yourself participating in your beliefs, I encourage you to go within and release them. Because if you're dead set on ascending and rising and evolving and being on the actual new earth, it's a frequency, sweet ones. It's not a place. It's a frequency. And if that's where you want to be, then allow today to release that. Find the magic, sweet ones. Allow the separation to go. Allow the good and bad to go. Allow the identities, allow the labels to fall away. And be the love that you are. Because that's all you are. And in every breath, you can choose to be that, or you can choose to react in fear. Observe thyself. And really allow your magic and your love to guide you and to create for you and to think for you through these. I encourage you, go spend time out in nature today. Really allow Gaia to bathe you and to filter these energies through. Let her take them on. And in exchange, let her loving energy bathe you. She's stronger than you realize. And she's actually absolutely golden. The physical world's just catching up. I love you, sweet ones. Have a magical, magical day. Bye-bye now.